So, searching around the internet, and I got to running across this advertisements, little pop-up things for Anova Sous Vide. It looks like a simple little device to do sous vide where you don't have to have the big container or the whole, I mean, the Sous Vide Supreme is a really pretty nice thing, but I mean, especially with me traveling around the different hotels and stuff, it's kind of big and bulky, and I won't be traveling with that. And I think this Anova Sous Vide would be a nice little item to bring with me. So, anyway, this Anova Sous Vide thing is $299 plus shipping, so that's like $317.50 is what it wound up being. Let's see what. Now, on their website, they do talk about if you're a blogger or something, contact them, they might work with you on it. Anyway, I bought mine. I paid for it. I wanted to give you guys an honest evaluation of what it's like. So now if you see this in the store, this is probably what you're going to see. A box like this. Pretty cool looking box. That's when I figured out how to open it. But yeah. Nice. What do we got here? I don't know. Figure that out. Now, hot. So that's quite the big thing. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. So you can see the heater in there. It's got a protection on it. It's where you clamp it to a pot or whatever. Here's the plug in. So let's take a look. This thing does feel pretty hefty. Anyway, as you can see, you got a mount that mounts to the side of a pot, and as you can see, it's not going to work in this pot. You'd have to sit here and hold it. So we're going to need a bigger pot. We're going to put it on this one. That seems to work pretty good. Okay, so let's plug it in. You can see the displays lighting up. Now we're going to set our temperature. I want to set it at 60 degrees. So, and this is in Celsius, so that's 140 F. Turn it on. Temperature. I'll start. There we go. Okay, the pot is currently at 27.6 degrees C, and I have a set point of 60. It's 8:38, and we'll see how long it takes to come up the temperature. Okay, so we're real close to temperature now. We're bouncing between 59.7 and 59.8 degrees C, so we're real close to our 60 degrees C temperature. And 60 degrees C temp is 140 F, which is a common temperature to sous vide cook stuff at. As you can see, this circulator is pretty powerful. It's really moving the water around really good. So that's a good thing. I like that because then you won't have cold spots. Looks like we just hit 60 degrees C. So we're basically at our set point temperature, and it's 8:59. Anyway, overall impressions are this is a pretty nice little unit. I wish it would have come with some kind of instructional book, but it didn't have anything in the box. It's not quite as compact as I thought it would be, so I probably won't be traveling with this. I mean, I may occasionally, if I'm going to be somewhere for a while, I may take it with me. But it doesn't work in the real small pots. You got to have a pretty good sized pot to do it. But hey, it looks like a pretty good machine. But you still need a vacuum sealer, so it doesn't negate the need for a vacuum sealer. But I mean, at $2.99, and it's a good, powerful circulator. I think it's a good value. I guess I'm not very tech savvy. Pull this out of the box. This is the menu. Nice little PDF. gasoline for your sous vide cooking. That's very dangerous. It tells you all about the machine. What's this number 2? Power switch. Plug power, fuse box, screw clamp. Wow, okay. So it's disassembly instructions. That way if you want to clean it, you get this. Okay. But now if you want to clean it, be sure to let it cool down before you start trying to take it apart. Okay, so it's a nice little manual. It doesn't have any recipes or anything, but that's fine. We got plenty of recipes.